You know what we haven't done in a while, a very long while? We haven't checked my trail cameras. We're on our way to way over there across the creek. We'll check that one first, see what we've been missing out on the last few months. You never know what's been lurking around here at night when we haven't been looking. I have heard some strange noises at night. Deer tracks, looks like that one might have been running. I'm sure we'll see some of those. Well, not tracks, but actual deer. What is that? That is bigger than a coyote. Have the wolves finally made it here? At least that was my first thought the first second I saw that. Then I had to come back and recreate this for the camera. That's how it works on YouTube. Sometimes you have to fudge things a little bit. But yeah, I wondered, what is that? Then I remembered a couple days ago a guy was out here looking at the place. He had a big dog with him. That's what it is. Now we are crossing the creek. As soon as we cross the creek, we are now on the side of the property we call across the creek. The reason we call this side of the property across the creek is because it's across the creek. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you've probably already figured out we Wilson types can be very creative when it comes to naming things like landmarks and areas of properties. We have now made it to all the way over here where my camera is. This one has been here for months. I'm just going to swap it out for another camera, take it back, charge up the battery. This is the cow slobber strap from a couple years ago. These cameras come with solar panels, but I've never attached them because after the experiences at the ranch, I just figure that's one more thing for the bears to tear up. These batteries will go for months, so it's not a big deal just to swap one out once in a while. This one has a view of this spot, which can be good for wildlife. Last year on the way to the next camera, we ran into these tailings of something that's been digging here. I thought it was probably just a ground squirrel, but you never know, you might discover some new mythical creature. I put a camera in that tree to try to see what it was. All I got on camera was this mousy thing and a gray squirrel. Probably just a ground squirrel, but it's never done anything since. Maybe it got on the wrong end of a coyote or a fox. We are now far upstream going back across the creek, but this isn't across the creek. Over there is across the creek. This is not across the creek. This is just regular side of the creek, which is where this camera is. There wasn't a whole lot of footage on the other one. Actually, there were a lot of deer and turkey videos, but I didn't show most of those because how many deer and turkey videos can we watch? Well, let's go see what this one has to say. With this one, it was more of a case of how many deer, squirrels, and foxes can we watch. A lot of them I didn't put in because there were so many of them. These are the only cameras I have on this property now, except for my surveillance cameras at the entrance. There wasn't anything interesting on those, which is typically a good thing. I'm a little short on cameras right now. I have some at the ranch still, some at the coast property. The rest of the cameras I have, I didn't put them out because after the bears chewed on them, they still work, but now when it rains, water leaks inside for some reason. This is why I say bears are the reason why I can't have nice things. Speaking of bad bears, in December I took a quick trip to the ranch. I already posted the trail camera footage I got from there, but on the way back, I stopped at my coast property, got the footage off those cameras there. I don't think I ever posted those. What I do remember is when I checked this first camera, there was a thing on the lens. I didn't want to have a thing on the lens. Let's see if we got any footage on here before that thing landed on the lens. That thing on the lens ruined the rest of the videos. After that, I went over to the camera on the other side of the property. We often refer to that side of the property as being across the creek. Maybe when I'm there this summer, I'll be able to explain why we call that side of that property across the creek. That one had a thing on the lens too. I didn't want that one to have a thing on the lens. Let's see how many videos we got before that thing landed on the lens. That's it. I think you're all caught up with the trail camera footage I have, unless you haven't watched my other trail camera videos. I would like to get back over to the coast. I left several trail cameras over there and at the ranch since December. Although the bears may have eaten them by now, I wouldn't put that past them. They don't bother the cameras here. We have nice bears here. It's those coast bears that are the problem. I'll put the link to my other trail camera videos up here somewhere in case you didn't see those, or if you did see them, You may need to watch them again because you may have forgot what was on them, including all the bear drama. When I do these videos, people always ask which trail cameras I use. I'll put a link to those down in the description. Yeah, the description.